Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Pedersen, and I am your instructor for the SPED 547, 548, and 549 student teaching endorsements at Northwestern College. For the purposes of this quick video, I just want to introduce myself and let you know my availability to help you and to walk you through some pieces of the Blackboard course. All three courses are the same in terms of all requirements. The only difference is the endorsement is supporting a different age of student. So welcome. And for some of you, you are in week 1 because you started Monday, January 11th. For others of you, you are in week 2 because you started on January 4th. So as you can see here, we are in one of the Blackboard courses. This happens to be 547, but again, they look exactly the same. When you click on the course information tab, you'll see the syllabus here, and you'll see the online student teaching handbook, which is for, again, all three of those different courses, the strats as we call them, and also some frequently asked questions. Please, please, please read the syllabus and the student teaching handbook. It has everything that you would need to know to answer a question that you have about student teaching. Once you've read through those things, if you still have additional questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is available in a couple places. It's here under faculty content, and then it's also under course information. Okay. You must start here. This is very important. You click that and you are going to complete the discussion, and it is required before your very first day. So you'll notice that people are at different places depending on when they started their student teaching. So that's why it isn't necessarily dated, but it just talks about day 1, day 2, day 3. You will complete 15 days of student teaching. And for some of you, that will be consecutive. You will just go from day 1 to day 15. For others of you, due to COVID, that may not happen. You may have to skip a day if you become ill, or if your school shuts down but does not go online immediately. If you have a professional development day, you may not count that for student teaching. So it's really important to read through the documentation in both the syllabus and in the handbook. We will also ask you to submit a student IEP, and as you notice here, there's lots of options for that. It does not have to be a current student IEP that you created if that's not your role, and you don't have one, then there's other options here for you to work on. Okay, fantastic. So then when you go back to content, you're going to notice that there are 2 student teaching observations which are required, and if you click there, you're going to do one in the first half of the course and one in the second half. Now the course is 16 weeks, however, you are going to be doing 15 days of student teaching. And so that, if you look at it, that's approximately 3 weeks, though often due to days off and things of that nature, it becomes 4. So really try to get that first observation and second observation split by some time. If your supervisor cannot do that and you end up doing them pretty close together, that's not the end of the world. Please work with your supervisor to do what's best for the 2 of you, but we would like it to be this way if possible. Then when you come back here, you're going to notice this would be week 1. So this is either last Monday or today. And you'll notice there are 2 lesson plans due for every 5 days of student teaching, and there's a weekly report for every 5 days of student teaching. So you want to try to gather things into weeks, and you want to try to upload things in that way. If a lesson plan could be an individual student, a plan that you made for a one-on-one session. It could be a plan that you made for a small group. It could be a plan that you made for an inclusion group. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to pick 2 for the week. The weekly report is a little bit different, so please make sure that you're using the current forms that are in Blackboard. There, you'll notice, if you printed an earlier version, that we've broken it out. So per day, you're going to answer A, B, and C. And then D, question D, tells you what to do with that completed form. And that's your weekly report. So each week, 2 lesson plans using the specific format that is attached. If you would prefer to use a different format, please send it to me and I'll see if I can approve it. And then the weekly report. Lesson plans must be turned in before you teach them. That is most likely going to be the weekend before you go into the next week. And then it is possible that the weekly report could be turned in as early as Friday after school because you've just been completing it as you go and all you're going to do is add Friday and then submit. Or some people end up doing it over the weekend before they turn it in. As I said, you will do 15 days. You want them to be consecutive, but that doesn't always happen in life. So what you're going to do when you are completing is you're going to be keeping track of each and every single day that you're counting for student teaching. A place that you can keep track of that is over here, and that is the record of student teaching. If you've seen an older version of this, you will notice that this one is different. So here you'll see the information that needs to be typed up here. If possible, please type into this Word document, print it, sign it, and upload it, rather than printing it, writing it by hand, and then uploading it. So you're going to complete all this information, and then here you're going to record the date corresponding to the weekly report. So if you tell me that on January 13th you were with your class and you were working on different types of food safety or something like that, I would expect to see a date in one of the boxes. If you had a professional development day or a training day, I would not expect to see that date in the box. And as soon as you're at 15, you have completed your requirements. And here again, this is a place where the signatures are, and these really should be wet signatures when possible, which means they used a pen. If you have to use an electronic signature in order to get it signed, absolutely, please go ahead and do so. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, and the very first assignment that you're responsible for is the discussion. And as you'll see here, in 547, I have approximately half of the students enrolled in the class have done this discussion post. And you're going to give me your plan, basically how things are going to work for you to complete. Okay. Oh, looks like my battery's running out. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and come back and finish up. It is a pleasure to work with you. I've talked to many of you already, and I just want you to remember that I'm on your team. I do pray for you by name every day. So if you have a prayer request or something of significance that's happening in your life and you need to ask for an extension or just have some grace and mercy or prayer, please don't hesitate to reach out to me to do that. I will, if you send me an email with your phone number, I will call you. If you need to talk to me, I can send you my cell phone number. So we will get together, and my highest priority is that you would complete your endorsement this term. Thank you so much. I will post videos now and again when I think we need to discuss something as a class. And otherwise, many blessings and have a fantastic week.